It's Opie, and it's you again.
Hey, shut up.
Great. Got to see you every day. How are you?
No treat on this side, Pally.
Actually, me and Anthony are full of angst today.
Oh.
You know, how long have we been back in New York?
I don't know. It's been about
4 months, I think.
Yeah.
Right? We were June 1st, I guess. Yeah, 4 months. October 1st, yes. Well, me and Anthony have found the location where you could get the worst burger in New York City.
Ever.
Ever.
And you'll pay a premium for it.
We paid $20 for the worst burger I've ever had in my life.
Each. It was like, realistically, like $17 each.
Right. So
it was horrible. It was like a rock burger.
So if you're walking by the Oyster Bar on 54th and 7th Avenue, walk in and say, you guys serve the worst burgers in town. I know where the Rangers get their pucks for practice.
I thought it was like McGuire's 69th and 70th that they served up. Just rolled it on a grill. Me
and Anthony got in early. We're tooling around the streets in New York. We're like, hey, we haven't had a burger in a while. Let's get a burger, Anthony.
Our own fault.
So we walk into 2 or 3 places, and, it's those restaurants that, they insist on actually sitting you on someone else's lap.
It's like the little 2-people tables, but they're pushed together into 4-people tables, and you're sitting with people you don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit next to... It was like we're on a date with these 2 girls.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy seats us. Ope goes to take a whiz, and I'm sitting down right next to 2 girls.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are.
No.
Then Ope comes back and sits down. I'm like, let's go here. I hate this. It's uncomfortable.
So we got out of there, and then we went into another place. Same deal. We're packed in like sardines. The place is packed and happening. So then we walked to the Oyster Bar on 54th and 7th Avenue, and we walk in, and Anthony, how many people were in the joint?
Us and some guy at another table.
Exactly. That should have been our first clue that this place doesn't make good burgers.
But how could they screw up a burger?
That's what we thought. We're like, okay, there's not many people in here. That's a little strange, but how could they screw up a burger? Exactly.
They screwed it up. No cheese.
Nothing. Well, what happened? We sat there for a half hour for our burger.
Half an hour. Wait.
Half an hour for a burger. There's no one else in the place. I'm like, boy, I wonder why it's taking so long for our burgers. Are they going to McDonald's and coming in the back door with them?
Chasing the rat.
So they
around the kitchen.
They finally come back with this thing that kind of resembled a burger. I look at the waitress. I'm like, is this a cheeseburger?
No, it is a sirloin burger.
Sirloin. It was oblong. The roll cracked my teeth.
Yeah, it was on this real hard roll, and it was a big lump of meat.
It was
like
a lump
rubbery
of a mess.
What a screw up that was.
So I just start getting really, really obnoxious. And then who walks into the place? Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah. And he wouldn't even stay.
He wouldn't even stay there. I'm like, oh, man, we must be losers if he won't even stay here.
Looking at the menu, and the woman goes, you would like to sit down? No, I'm going to smoke a cigarette.
So he takes off. I'm like, great, we're in our own misery here.
What a mess.
And then I start screaming for the check at the top of my lungs. I had the whole place laughing.
Gets done, throws the napkin, whole place. The one guy at the table.
Yeah.
Throw the napkin on the plate. Check! Check! She comes to me. Was there a problem? Because I ate like 3 bites.
Right.
This wasn't exactly what I wanted. Oh, well, here's your $40 check anyway.
$40, $20 for a burger. I'm going to send you the dentist bill. I cracked a few teeth on your burger.
So that's an early FU from us.
Yeah, we're real happy today. Oyster Bar, 54th and 7th Avenue. Worst burgers in town.
Our fault. We should have known because there was no one in there. And who gets burgers at an Oyster Bar?
Right. That's what the whole staff at AEW is walking and going, you idiots. You don't go to an Oyster Bar to get a burger. Just wanted a burger. That's it. So now we're hungry.
I'm not hungry. Ugh.
No.
I think I'm nauseous. I think I may woof before the show's over.
I think we're getting in trouble.
You're getting in trouble again or already?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of fun, though, because we found out today that we actually have more listeners than we realized.
I guess.
You guys rule. Well, me and Anthony started the show today bitching about a restaurant that serves really, really bad burgers. Like Anthony chipped his teeth.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
They served us like a brick on a roll. And we were really, really disappointed.
We were hungry.
Right.
So, when you're really hungry, you can eat something that's really, kind of even half-assed and it's still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad.
It was horrible.
We didn't like it.
Not at all. And we went into 2 restaurants before we picked this certain restaurant, and it was so crowded where, they actually, seated us on someone else's lap.
I don't sit that close to my wife when we eat together. They put us at a table for 2, next to another table for 2 that was so close together, I was on a date.
Yeah.
Me and Opie were dating this afternoon. There were 2 girls sitting at this table for 2. We sat down. All of a sudden now, she's asking me why I don't make enough money to support her kid. I'm picking up the check. It was a mess, so we got out of there.
But you know what? It was so crowded, I guess that place serves very good food.
I would gather.
And then the second place that was really crowded that we walked out of must serve really good food. And then we came upon the third place, and there was no one in the place.
Wow.
That should have been a clue because it was lunchtime.
Yeah.
So they served us this mess. This mess. I look at the lady, I'm like, is this a cheeseburger? There's no cheese. It didn't even look like a burger. It looked like I don't know, it was oblong.
You know what? I got to say it. I've left things that look just like that in the bowl. I have to say it. It was that same shape. We wanted cheeseburgers.
That's all we wanted.
When you order a cheeseburger, what do you get? You get a cheeseburger?
Nice
on
and
a
juicy,
bun. Soft bun,
nice
juicy
pickle,
whatever.
French fries.
This is brought over on this cement bread.
Yeah.
And it was a big log of meat.
Yeah.
That was well done.
Yeah. Honestly, the Rangers could have used this as their practice pucks.
Pucks. Yes.
And it cost us $20 a person for this horrible burger, and I was very disappointed. I told the lady, because she came up to you and said, how is everything?
I said, this is not what I am used to. I said, I didn't like it, because it wasn't what I ordered. This is not what I wanted.
Wait, say that again. So she came over to you, what?
She said, what, you did not like this?
This is not what I'm used to. This is different from what my normal daily experience is. Be like everything else in my life.
Exactly.
That's what I said.
Be like every other burger I've had in my life, please.
I want a cheeseburger. I want it flat. I want it round. I want, silly me, I want cheese on it. There was no cheese. And then we have ketchup on it and stuff because we just wrote it off. It took 30 minutes just to get the burger. So we figured, we'll write off the cheese, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, you want cheese? There's ketchup on it. It's in Opie's mouth already. Mine's like, I'm already chiseling away at it, trying to cut it. No, forget the cheese. Thank you.
And it took a half hour. We're the only people in this joint.
Only people in there. And why are we getting in trouble anyway?
Well, because
don't restaurant critics go around town, drop in unannounced, and then explain to the people through radio or TV or newspapers their experience in the restaurant?
Yeah, me and Anthony have become restaurant critics, we have decided.
Now, we are starting a new feature on the show. It's the Opie and Anthony Restaurant Critic Corner.
So how do you rate the burgers from today, Anthony?
I would say 2 fingers down the throat.
So the problem...
That's what I would say.
Well, this is where the problem occurred, though. We decided to tell our faithful listeners if they were walking by this certain restaurant, I think we're getting sued, so I can't say the restaurant anymore. That
I don't understand why we can't, though. Restaurant critics say it.
All right, Oyster Bar. Anyway. Someone just fell on the floor down the hall, but anyway.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, we told our faithful listeners if they were walking by this place to walk in and tell them they have the worst burger in New York.
Yeah.
So I guess a bunch of our listeners have been doing that for the last 2 hours.
So they called up.
To the point that the owner is on the phone with, our legal department, ticked off.
This restaurant's been here for 40 years. So have the burgers. I would think. These are our opinions of our meal.
Yes.
We can critique the meal we got for lunch.
Yes.
That's the bottom line.
There you go. So
you might go in and have the most wonderful dining experience of your friggin' life.
Yeah.
We didn't.
Order the seafood. So there you go. There you have it. I would love to put the owner of the restaurant on the air. I'll talk about his burgers if he'd like.
Battle it out.
We'll battle it out with you.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't think we should have to pay $20 for something we were very disappointed in.
Yeah, when I told her, I mean, my whole burger's laying there. I did like 3 bites taken out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't like it? Yeah. I'm figuring maybe she might go, we'll scratch a Coke off the check.
Right. They still charge us for the cheeseburgers. There were no cheese on the thing. Scratch off the $3 per burger for the cheese or whatever it is.
No second chances here on the Opie and Anthony
Critics Corner.
Critics Corner.
Restaurant Critics Corner. So if you want to, bring food to the studio, A, we're very hungry, and B, we'll critique it. It's Opie and Anthony, and the burger controversy continues to grow here.
It's getting outrageous.
On the hotline,
Yeah.
we got the owner of the Oyster Bar who served us that messy burger today.
Well, maybe we can get this straightened out.
You think?
I would hope so. We went there for lunch, and as we see it, we got a bad lunch.
A horrible burger.
The burgers were bad. They were overcooked.
Mm-hmm.
It took a half an hour from the time we ordered them for lunch to get them. There was no one else in the place, so I don't understand why it took so long.
Right.
I want to clear these things up.
And now I know where the bats went that Mark McGuire used to hit all those homers. They cut them up for the rolls in this place.
The rolls are very hard. It wasn't a hamburger bun. We went in under the guise of getting a cheeseburger and some fries.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
It was on the menu. That's what we wanted.
Besides, you needed like a mouth like Monica Lewinsky to get this thing in your mouth.
It was more like a turd burger because it was shaped like that.
Yeah.
It was like a oblong, like a mini meatloaf.
Yeah.
On a piece of what seemed to me to be stale French bread.
Right.
I wanted a cheeseburger, for God's sake.
That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted.
I can state my case. That's how I saw it.
Well, she's ticked off. Well, we're ticked off because we had to go to work hungry now. The burgers were so bad, we're eating Fig Newtons now.
Yeah. You want to give me one? I'm starving.
So we don't pass out. But
give me one of those.
I guess the owner of the Oyster Bar is on the line here. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
Yeah, hi, who am I speaking with?
It's Opie and Anthony. We got you live in the air. Who's this?
Oh, hi. This is Angela from the Oyster Bar.
Oh,
yes.
hi.
Hi,
Yeah,
Angela.
I've been getting phone calls from customers of mine saying they feel so sorry for me because they love my restaurant. We've been here for 40 years. Let me tell you something. You paid $6.95 for a burger. You didn't pay $17.95 for a burger.
Oh, yes, I did.
For one burger. Maybe you paid for two burgers.
No. The check was $32.
We don't charge $17.95 for one burger. I'm sorry, but we don't.
Well, obviously they saw a couple suckers walk into your restaurant today.
You want to know something? Let me tell you something.
Well, first of all, do you know what shape a burger's supposed to be in? It's supposed to be round, not oblong.
And we wanted cheeseburgers.
We didn't get cheeseburgers. We didn't get a burger. I don't know what you served there.
You know what? We're a seafood restaurant. Why did you come to a seafood restaurant for hamburgers?
Well, why do you have burgers on your menu then?
Because we need to be diverse. The whole city's that way.
Well, all right, wait. So, okay, why don't you suggest that maybe your burgers aren't up to par and maybe we should order the calamari?
You know what? We've never had a complaint about our burgers before. Obviously, you guys are wise guys, but I'm going to tell you what.
Wait, no. Your burgers sucked. First of all,
they were terrible.
And we're selling you we're sending you the dental bill. I chipped a couple teeth.
It took 30 minutes, first of all, to even get the burgers.
You guys are really nice jokesters, but you know what?
Look, you can't take it. There was no one in your restaurant. We came in for a lovely little burger. It took a half hour.
A half hour to get the burger.
You guys, I don't want to joke around with you because you guys are just wise asses. You know what? You're going to hear from my lawyer.
Hey, we can critique anything we want. My lawyer. Get your lawyer. Don't feed them. They'll die.
While you're at it, why don't you send your burgers to Haiti? They're trying to rebuild the country. They need some bricks.
They need something hurricane-proof.